Hi there, welcome to episode 4 of Every Job's a Nail. In this episode we will discover why my ceiling dips in the middle and why air suspended roofs were never really adopted. Perhaps the two things are connected. So, we have moved on though. Instead of ripping loads of shit out, I am actually putting some stuff in. And at the end of this video we've actually made some progress. So, join me if you dare. Bit of joy, even though the wall below is slightly bent, it's only bent by a fraction of a brick, so things are not as bad as they appeared. We managed to get the square out, drawn the line, and lovely bricks all the way around. And there we have it, lovely new course of bricks. Bringing everything up, and ooh, the door's moved. The door is now over here. Whoa, lovely door. Whee. Yes, the door is done.
Now we can play horsey.
Now we can play horsey, yes. So, having had a bit of success downstairs, let me take you up. Up the rickety stairs. Up the rickety stairs. We've been pulling out some more stuff. The main point of interest is over here. And as you can see, this piece of timber here, which is attached at that end to a hanger, which is fine, is at this point got a little wedge, 2 lumps of 4x2, which are sitting down on to basically lath and plaster. The whole upside of this, or downside of this of course, is that debacle there would probably explain why the living room ceiling is 2 centimeters lower in the middle than it is at either end. Approximately here, in fact. Yeah, that would explain it. So, as we work further into the investigation work, the nice bits of wood that we're going to put here to put bolt our ceiling plate to, as the existing rafters are in the wrong place, it means we have to cut a chunk out of these bits of 2x8 here. So, can't just chop those bits out because basically there's nothing holding it up. If we chop that middle bit out, which is the bit we need to chop out, the two ends will just fold down and make a right mess of bloody stuff. So we have to get stuff in to prop up the crappy bit of workmanship so we can cut it out to put proper workmanship in. Ooh. Ooh. Right, so in order to support lovely, in order to support this, that is the join between 2 bits of holding up, that's supposed to be holding up the roof, that was just resting basically on top of a bit of lath and plaster. So in order to stop it falling down while we replace it, we've got some nice temporary props up, because this is where our new wall is going to be. Okie dokie. Way. Right, here we are up in the attic. Now, lots of wires in our way. Some of them are obviously twin and earth. Those are mains, that's fine. I can work out what they're doing and move them. But there's lots and lots of other little wires. Let me show you. These things. Thousands of them. Thousands of them. And they all come from that little box over there, which was the original alarm system, which does not work. But as all these wires seem to have some sort of power on them, as my little mains bleeper device whines when I put it anywhere near them, I assume it's still got some power to it. So in we go to investigate what the hell's going on here. Well, hello Home Guard alarm systems. where it's fused. So imagine if I pop that fuse, everything will die. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. This might tell me where all the wires go to as well. The things you have to do to keep the structural engineer happy. Bloody great lumps of toothed metal to help join my two big lumps of 8x2 together. Wow, over the top or what? So we have in our first double joist sitting at that end on the wall plate in the middle, sitting at that end on the wall plate at the edge. Okay, so here we have it. We have our stud in. Up there is a nice big two lumps of 8x2, and there's our ceiling plates above, our lovely studs down, our floor plate at the bottom, a few noggins in, but not all noggins in because we've got to be able to get the sheet material through the wall to the other side before we start. All our lovely bolts, all roll chemmed in, so chemically bonded to the brick, just as the structural engineer required. That whole socket is now completely dead as I've moved all the wires out of there. That's now useless. So that is the work for today done. Not a bad day's work, I think. We shall have a cup of coffee and a rest and drop them to 8 and carry on first thing in the morning. See you on the next vid. Bye.